one thing you tell me about the women sitting here. So were you not intimidated when you were actually playing the very horrible, whether it is a rape scene or some sexually violent scenes, that kind of, because there's a like huge cast and crew around you, and you need to play that role. So what was actually going through when you were actually playing that role? Were you comfortable acting in that roles, or were you asking any questions?
Actually, when sir narrated, I asked him like, how are you going to do this?
Okay.
He said, I've got no idea.
I never directed something like that. So.
I know.
Yeah, and I said, I haven't done this. I've got no idea. So this thing was there in my mind.
I mean, you were worried about how it would be choreographed.
Yeah,
basically.
I was like, no, I was worried about how it will be choreographed, how my dress is going to move,
Right,
how what
right.
all things
Right,
are there.
that would be the biggest worry and fear, right?
So as a woman, like all are men in front of them, how am I going to do this? So but then there was, I think, only particular number of crews were there, and we have our ADs like who were like women. They were there, so sir made us to feel very relaxed, okay. And it was choreographed in such a way that we never felt it was terrible, or we never felt it was odd. He made it in such a way that we felt okay. We felt okay to do this, and they were our inputs also. And the co-actor who were acting with us, we were like, when he touches us, like, sir, please do like this, and he was like, okay, fine, we'll do like that. Is it okay with you? So we had a give and take thing in it. So it just went like a fun.
I know.
Even though
we don't have intimacy directors here. So, I mean, only after writing that scenes, I was trying to see how it is really directed in Hollywood. So, normally they have a system in place where they have an intimacy director who briefs them, tells them a code language. Like if you're uncomfortable, you tap once or kind of a stop. There are various signals which is done. So, in our case, we had to tell them, brief them already, both the male actor and this actor. And very limited people were there, and there was a female costume lady or someone who was given to brief her, even to explain to her what she was supposed to do. And they were, I think, it's quite new to us as well. But I think we need to create that in the sets where this have to be dealt sensitively, where it can't or not, it will become very difficult for actors to go on to do. It might scar them, it might scare them, as well.
Exactly. Especially, I mean, when you were doing, it's like there were repeated scenes for her also. I was just wondering, how did she actually do it? Without having that kind of an inhibition, a scaring element in her.
It was sir, first of all, he makes it very comfortable, and then there is nobody.
Otherwise, it wouldn't come so organically. That's what I feel.
Even
it was not looking.
Even DOP sir, he was, he I think he did a very wonderful job also, and they'll show, okay, this is what is happening, so that we also know what is happening, what is going on monitor.
No, they had the right to see the final cut and object it. So they were told when they came in. Eventually.
We were only telling the focus puller, and please put the focus properly so that we won't get 3 takes.
Correct.
He was right in front of them. Like, okay, fine, we all done.
That's very good. I mean, making such a film, and taking care of the women in the film, because this film is full of violence, sexual assault, crime, and more so it is like it is there in every episode. So obviously the main women in the film, they need to be.
Actually, when you actually said that particular word, I have to say I've done Malayalam films. I'm much more. I don't know much about Telugu industry. Done Tamil industry, whatever industry it is. I think I felt very. I saw how sir was respecting women. As Mahi Raghav, individually from any part of India, this person actually respects women and gives them the space and the place where they deserve. So it is not every man won't do that. So that credit goes to him, and it has been seen in the whole team.
Like I had this scene with Manikandan sir, which is where now I was very nervous before that scene because I was like, oh no, what will happen? But when I went and I spoke to him, He's the sweetest, I would say.
Who the one that
He talks
all
so
the things.
sweetly. He's the sweetest.
he's the most scariest.
So then, it's like, okay, he made me comfortable, and he's like, okay, spoke to us, and like then okay, we started doing no rehearsals, nothing, no much retakes, but then
That's
it kind of
amazing.
happened.
But Mahi, tell me, Mahi, did you do this series just because it is safer in an OTT platform, or would you do such kind of a film, such kind of a, though not a web series, but a film which has complete violence and crime on a theatrical space?
I would definitely do it. And this is more a testing ground for me. I've
Okay.
never done, so I
Okay.
just can't assume without really doing something.
Mm.
There were two reasons why I did Shaitan. One, OTT is at our doorsteps
Yeah, yeah.
with few $1 billion there, and the biggest reach in the world you can reach from an OTT. Sooner or later, you got to learn, you got to adapt. You can't try to make films your sole surviving livelihood as such. One is that reason, and the
Yeah.
second is creatively you can tell stories which can't be told to films. And this one was more or less for me a learning, testing ground for me to when I go on to make. Now I feel confident how to choreograph violence or imagine what it is. So something I will come up with next
Yeah.
couple of films. Something will be a
Right.
very huge canvas.
Correct.
So I've learned the ropes here. So we'll test it there.
Yeah,